Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing an entire Nintendo DS game collection. So if you want to see what I own, then just keep watching this video. So these are all the games that I own from a Nintendo DS in physical form. Now I actually do have a R4 card, Edge card, whatever you want to call them as well. So obviously I can cheat a little bit and get other games on there. But the ones that I really enjoy, I will actually buy them in physical form, which as you can see I have quite a few of them. So let's get into them. So the first game I have is Brain Training. Now if you have watched one of my previous videos where I was talking about the games that I actually own for my Switch, then this one is the better version for the Nintendo DS. Now this one, you can actually rebuy them for like £1 and they can be sealed as well. So if you want to play it again, then they are cheap to buy. This one, like I say, is so much better to play on the DS. All the different brain training options of it is so much easier, and it's just much better to have it on a DS rather than a Switch, to be honest with you. And I think they tried to remaster a good game from the DS that everybody loved, and it just kind of flopped for the Switch. So I much prefer this one, and this one actually came with all the manuals as well still. Now I'm sure I used to own this as a kid like this, and I have no idea where it went, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to buy it again. So here it is, there's that one. Then I also have quite a lot of Cooking Mama games. Now this one I actually got in a bundle with some DS's and some of the Cooking Mama games. So this is Gardening Mama. I never heard of this one as a kid. I only heard of Cooking Mama 1, 2 and 3. All the rest of the games that came out to do with Cooking Mama, I've never heard of them before. So when I got this one I was like, oh, let's have a go with this one. So again, it's a very similar concept obviously with the whole Cooking Mama series. It's just the gardening form rather than the cooking aspect of it. So we have that as well. I think this one came with the manual. Yep, this one also came with the manuals as well. The games are obviously not here because I've got them in a separate case, but I'll show you them in a minute. So there is that. Again, another Cooking Mama, like I say, Cooking Mama 2. This one also came with the leaflets as well, with a manual and everything. So we have those as well, which I think that one came in the same bundle as the Gardening Mama, to be honest. But I think I prefer out of all the Cooking Mama ones, I think I prefer the original one, because that's the very first one I played, and that's the one that I really enjoyed. So they obviously redid other ones as well because they knew it was so popular. They was like, right, we're going to make more. So I have that one as well. Then the next one I have is Dolphin Island. Now I've never played this game and never played it at all as an adult or a child, never owned it. But the reason why I have this one is because it came in a bundle with Mario Kart and it was going for cheap, and I was like, well, I'm going to get it anyway. So I've never played this game, don't really know what it's about apart from the fact that it's dolphins. I really like dolphins, so I don't know, maybe I'm going to have to play it and see what it's about. Oh actually, maybe I have played it a little bit, because I remember this scene here at the back where you're feeding the fishes to the dolphins, so maybe I have played it, only for a little bit. So anyway, we have that as well. Again, another Cooking Mama game. This one is Hobbies and Fun, so this is Cooking Mama World. So this one involves making bracelets, sewing I think as well, and just little crafty arty bits in this one. So we have that one as well. Then we have Super Mario Maker 3DS. Now a lot of people really enjoyed this one on the Wii, I think. But again, this one is about where you're actually making the world yourself rather than actually just playing it. So you're making the worlds instead of just having it pre-done for you. And I think that's a lot of fun actually, because you make your own style of game rather than just have it already done for you. So this one actually came in a bundle when I bought my 2DS, and this one came along with it. So this one also have the manuals and the eShop free downloads as well. So yeah, I have that one as well. Then we have My Sims, which again, I have yet to play this one on the DS, but since I loved it so much on the Switch, I was like, well, let's buy the original version. So I also have this one. This one came with the leaflets as well, so we have a complete My Sims game. I used to own My Sims Kingdom, and again, when I was a kid, I never really understood it, so I never really played it a lot. I have got rid of it, and I'm like, kind of regret getting rid of it now, so I kind of want to get it back. But I know that My Sims games can be very cheap to find, so I'm not too fussed about the price or having to find it or rushing to find it, so I know that I can always rebuy it again. I have a copy of Mario Kart DS. Like I say, don't have any console that is Nintendo without Mario Kart. So there is Mario Kart DS. I bought this one with the dolphin game, like I say, and it also came with the manuals and stuff as well. I just like to have a complete game if it is like this, for example, because it just brings the nostalgic back, to be honest, of opening and having a brand new game for your DS. So yes, I have Mario Kart DS, and it's just a staple in my Nintendo collection. Of course I have the original Cooking Mama, because I'm sure I owned this as a kid as well, but I can't remember whether I had it in physical form or not. or whether it was like that Game Boy thing that you put in the bottom. It had a load of games in it that people used to do, similar to the R4 card. But I used to love this game. This was one of my favourites. The best thing about this is when Mama was mad and her eyes used to be fiery and stuff. So I also own this one, and this one also comes with the leaflets as well. So we have Cooking Mama. This one is a recent buy, Sims 2. If you don't follow me on TikTok, then I was playing this a lot on stream, and so many people love The Sims, especially this one. This one has been like the best one out of the Sims that I have played so far, shall we say. And it's actually the one that I've only completed. The only one that I've completed. But I am restarting it because I love it so much. So this one I actually bought from a gaming fair. This was quite a bit more money. And again, you can probably find it a little bit cheaper somewhere else. But I was like, you know what? I actually really, really love this game. And I need it for my collection because I really love the Sims games. And I've never completed one, to say. This one have, because this one has a more of a story mode to it, and I really like that. So we have The Sims 2 and I love it. This one also comes with the leaflets as well. Oh, my game cartridge is actually in this one, so I have that. Then the next one we have is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Now this one I used to love playing on the Wii, and of course I had to have it for my DS as well. So this one is all the different Sonic characters and Mario characters together, where you can play a different range of Olympic games such as trampolining, table tennis, fencing, archery, cycling I think as well. And you can unlock, I don't know if you can unlock dream events in this one. I'm sure you can, like similar to the Wii one. And I really, really enjoyed this one. My favourite one in this one is the trampoline. I love doing Peach. No, I love playing with Peach on the no, that even sounds weird. My favourite character to use is Peach, and I love, even when I say it, it's just going to sound weird. The trampoline one I loved anyway, and I usually like to play with Peach. And I always picked Peach. Probably on every other game that I play of Mario is always Peach. So yes, we have that one as well. Now this one will always be nostalgic to me because this one was the very first DS game that I ever owned. This one came with my original DS that I got for Christmas, and I was about 8, 9 when I got my original DS. So this one, it just throws me back to when I opened it up on Christmas Day, and there it was, all in its glory in the box, ready for me to play. So this one is the Dashan and Friends one. Again, I've still got all the leaflets and stuff with it, the original Nintendo DS at the back, and all the other leaflets that it came with. Oh look, why did I never use that? Oh, become a Nintendo VIP 24/7. And then I also have a little leaflet to talk about Animal Crossing Wild World, which is in the back there. So yes, this one is from my childhood, and I will never get rid of this because again, it's nostalgic to me. And my original dogs aren't on here that had, some of them are, but my very, very, very first dog, I can't remember what I even called it and what I even chose because I used to delete them. It made me very sad, but then I used to get more. So either way, I was like, well, I could only have 3 at a time in the house, and then I can have 3 in the kennels, and I couldn't have any more. So if I wanted to change it, I had to get rid of one to then make another one. So yes, there is Nintendogs as well. This one again, from my childhood, Cake Mania. I used to play this on the PC, and then it came out for DS. I can't even remember when I had this for DS, to be honest, but it's clearly here. But I've replayed this game so many times. I absolutely love it, and I can still sit here and replay it all over again because it's just, I don't know what it is, I just love it. This one is my favourite one, and if you are, like I say, wanting a time management game and you really like time management games, then Cake Mania is one to play. Then the last one we have is Super Mario Bros. Again, well, new Super Mario Bros. Should we say. Again, this is from my childhood. This is one I got, and I think I got this one for my birthday. I want to say I got this one for my birthday. The manual's still in there and all the leaflets and stuff. So, and then you also have a leaflet with all the different coloured DS lights you can get as well. So yes, this one I remember getting it, I think, for my birthday. I really enjoy Super Mario Bros. I especially love this game in particular because it has the mini game option, and the mini games, I love the Wanted one. The Wanted one was my favourite one to play, and I will still play it all the time out of all the mini games you have. Now I don't think in some of the newer Super Mario games you have the mini game options. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure they don't, and I think they should remaster the mini games of new Super Mario Bros. Because they were just one of my favourite ones to play, and I really enjoyed them. So there is that game as well. And then we also have this case full of games as well, which is mainly ones I've took out of the boxes to put in here. So like my Nintendogs, my Cake Mania. I have 2 Zelda games as well, which I haven't got the box to. I have Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. I got this game for like £7 with a bundle of other games as well. So I was like, £7, or was it this one? It was either one of these games, and I've got both of them relatively cheap for what they were, and I was like, I'm having that, because Zelda games are very popular and they are very expensive. So I managed to get Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. Hourglass is the first one that I played of Zelda, and again, I didn't really understand it. I was like, I just want to get into it, I want to see what they're like, want to kind of understand what the hell they are. And then I started watching some tutorials on YouTube, like you do, and I really got into this game and I loved it. Then I was like, right, I'm going to buy Spirit Tracks if I can find it cheap, which I did. Again, I think in a bundle or on its own as a bid on eBay, and I really enjoyed that one as well. So I have 2 Zelda games which do not have the cases to them. Then I also have Wild World. Now, I actually had Wild World as a kid in the box and everything, and I sold it. Because as a kid I never really understood, and the music just brings it back to the fact that I remember sitting at home and just running around. I was like, I don't have a clue what to do in this game, because there has no sort of instruction to give you when you're playing it for the first time, and you're like, if you've never played a game that is Animal Crossing, you won't really understand what to do. So I was like, well, now I know what to do. I bought it back. So we have Wild World as well for the DS, but this is the USA version, but it doesn't really matter, it still plays on your DS, so have that one. I also have Nintendogs and Cats for the 3DS. This one is not as good as the original Nintendogs, to be fair. It's okay, but I prefer Nintendogs, the original one. So I have that one. This is the Golden Retriever and New Friends one, which again, I think I bought this one on a game market for like £7, I think. So I have that one. And then I have 3 more games that I've actually just received as of today as I'm filming this. So I bidded for these on eBay and I managed to win the auction. So I have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I have never played a Pokemon game. Now, I know that a lot of people love Pokemon and the Pokemon games on DS. I have never played a Pokemon game because I've never really understood it. But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go and see if I can get into it, because I did this with Zelda and now I really enjoy Zelda, so maybe I can get into the Pokemon ones. So I have that one. Then I also bidded on Mario Kart DS. I have actually played this a couple of times and I don't actually own the physical cartridge, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy the DS version. Now, I do really want the one on the Switch, the Jamboree one, but I was like, don't know if I want to pay that much, but might do in the end. But anyway, Mario Kart DS. Then I also have a copy of the new Super Mario Bros. 2, which, to be fair, this cartridge is quite ditched. It's not really been cleaned, so I don't actually know if they're going to work, but we'll clean it up and see if it works. So we have new Super Mario Bros. 2, which again, I think I prefer the original over the new one, but I still like to play it, either or. And I did used to own this with my 3DS when I had it, my pink one, and I'm in such big regret the fact that I sold it. But never mind, I had 3 Mario games of it, and one of them was this one, and I kind of regretted selling it. But anyway, so I have that one again. I've just got to clean it up because it looks a bit ditched, and I'm hoping it works. So if it doesn't work, it's going back. So yeah, they are my new games that I've just added to it. Then of course I have the classic R4 cards, which are all here, and some of them have games on it. This one does not, because this one's from my 3DS, but I have yet to do that one. But these 2 have games on them, which obviously they're basically modded, so you can just put a load of games on them and then play them on your DS. So I have those as well. And then I also have an Edge card, which I have in my DS Lite, which I normally stream with. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, like I say, I usually stream through my Edge card because it's all the games preloaded on it, and I can switch them out and put the games that I want on them. So yes, there is them. And then I'm going to show you one Game Boy game I have, which I know it's not a DS collection, but I have one Game Boy game. Now, I believe this is fake, to be honest. I don't think this is a genuine Game Boy game that came out, but if it is, let me know. But I don't think it is, because I've never seen a Zelda game that has a few in one. It's a classic edition, 7 in 1. It has all different Zelda games in it, and it plays, it works, it's fine, but I just don't think it's real. So if it's not, let me know. But anyway, there is that one. That's the only actual physical Game Boy Advance game that I own. I don't own any others. I do want to get a few other games for my game, well, for the Game Boy. I don't own a Game Boy, but obviously you can play it through your Nintendo DS and the DS Lite. So I do want to get a few of those as well. There we go. That is all of my DS collection. If you have not watched my actual console collection, then I'll leave it in the list live for you to go and watch. But yeah, they are all my games, and that is all my collection. So if you did enjoy that video, please give it a big thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.